What does it mean to invert this situation, the state, correct it? Dr. Leitman, that I serve the others. Very simple. If I can relate this way to everyone, that I suppress them, and naturally, this is how it is. This is how my evil inclination makes me act. That I can position them to my own benefit, so I can control them. So I can also do the opposite. I can use this lever in order to serve them, fulfill them. Tal, how do I do it practically? Suppose in a relationship. So what am I supposed to do now? Opposite to what I usually do. How do I reach a state where I serve? Sounds kind of distant. Dr. Leitman, you serve, you do it as a mother, as a wife, as a woman, but you do it because it gives you pleasure. That because of that you have a family, children, a husband, a home, and so on. So you're willing to pay for it. But were you not related to them this way, connected to them that way? You're not connected this way to your neighbors, right? Why don't you do it there? It's obvious. It's as if disconnected from our cost-benefit calculation. Dr. Leitman, true. And therefore, what we need here is to bring a person to a state where he feels that the entire world is his family. And then he has to relate to everyone, to treat everyone the way he relates to himself, to his family. This way, we will gradually be able to come closer to the understanding. The realization is still far from us. That's another stage. But at least we could start understanding why did nature create an ego in us, and in what way should we work on ourselves, with ourselves, in order to invert it, like with a crane, to invert this bad into a good force. Tal, most of the people can't deal with the amount of personal problems that they have or the problems that they have in their family, so how will a person be able to deal with the problems of his neighbors, of the entire world? Dr. Leitman, the moment we start relating to the world as to one family, we suddenly feel ourselves, we suddenly feel that we're full of strength, understanding, feeling of how should we behave correctly and how to get along. Really how to get along. Suddenly we have the power to do it, we have the intellect, the emotion. No problem. Tal, where does the force suddenly come from? The intellect, the emotion? Dr. Leitman, because we want to use the ego oppositely. So instead of the bad limited force, that always makes us feel that this my family, and this mine, and this not, and this isn't, and so on. Suddenly, I feel that I'm free, that I can use that same force, but in a good way. And then, the entire world seems to me as a single system. And in that system dwells one upper force, which is the force of love and bestowal. And I also want to join it and live with it.